Hi, this is Ajmal the developer and welcome back to HTML tutorial number 12 on HTML responsive. So this is a follow-up on our previous tutorial on layout. In this tutorial, I just want to emphasize on some of the designs and tricks to make your web page basically scale to different devices such as the cell phone, tablet, or desktop. So I just want to show you two tricks. One is for pictures or images, and the other one is for text. So without further delay, let's go ahead to our very same document and get down to coding. So before we do that, I wanted to point out three different bullet points. So first one is responsive web design is about creating web pages that look good on all devices. So the main purpose of responsive design is to make your web page look good on all devices. And second point is that it's an emphasize that web design will automatically adjust for different screen sizes and viewports if you apply this metadata. So this metadata is a very important piece of code to apply to your HTML document. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. And again, that's our third point. So I just wanted to keep these points in mind. These are quite important. So first thing first, I want to demonstrate how we scale and resize a picture based on the width of your web page. And also I want to show you that you can actually switch in between images. For example, if your width is 600 pixel, you'll see a certain image. And if you increase it to 105 or 1500 pixel rather, you will see a different image and so on. So we're gonna take advantage of that feature right now. So let's go ahead and code. Before writing the actual picture, I wanna write the heading first to indicate what we are doing here. So show different images depending on browser width. So we're going to close this H2 and a p tag maybe. Resize the browser width and the image will change at 600 pixel and 1500 pixel, and closing p tag. Now we're gonna implement the actual picture element. So that would be the word picture opening tag, and in between the picture element we will implement the code for images to be applied based on the width of your browser. So first thing first, we're gonna open the tag source srcset source set equals, and this is the image file that I have saved on my desktop, and make sure it's on the same folder as the HTML document. Small flower .jpg. And equals open quote open bracket max width columns 600 pixel close bracket and close quotes, and also close um, the angle bracket. So max width is basically that's the limit of the width for that picture to be applied. So if your web page is more than 600 pixel, that picture wouldn't apply. You will not see that picture. So that's the explanation for that. And next picture, again, source set equals that image file image flowers dot jpg close brackets, again media equals, why don't we just copy this and paste it there so that we don't repeat ourselves. In this case it would be 1500 pixel. pixel, and close the angle bracket. So next up is again source src set equals flowers dot jpeg and close. So as you can see, this one doesn't have any limit to it because this will be the default picture. And lastly, you need to apply this image tag. Source equals image flowers dot jpeg, and obviously we need to have an alternative text in case if the image doesn't load for whatever reason. So in this case we're gonna just write the word flowers, so at least the user knows that what the picture is referring to in case it shouldn't load. The style is width, let's have it as auto. And close the angle bracket and close the picture tag. So that's that for picture. Why don't we save this and run it to see what we have done so far. So as you can see, we have this picture when the page is maximized. Let's minimize and see what happens. So if we decrease the picture, or the page rather, there you go. So that should be 1500 pixel, and let's reduce it to 600 pixel. There you go. So that's the difference. So at this size, we have this very small flower, so which is 600 pixel and less. And if we increase it more than 600 pixel, there you go. So this is starting from 600 to 1500 pixel, we have this picture with these trees. And if you maximize the page, we have a totally different picture. So as you can see, 3 pictures with 3 different sizes. So that's what responsive web design is. And next one I want to explain to you is the how to basically resize the size of your text, and that can be pretty useful as well. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to have a line break here and a horizontal dash across our page and start our text resizing. So H1, and for text resizing, you need to apply a style to that opening tag to have that effect applied to your text. So we're gonna do style equals font size. Obviously, we're manipulating the size. Font size, we're gonna have it 10 VW. So you might ask what VW is. VW stands for viewport width. So the width of your viewport. Viewport is basically what you're seeing. And 10 stands for 10%. So this text would be would take 10% of your viewport, whatever your viewport is. Either maximized the page or minimized or whatever it is. And you can see that very shortly. So we're going to close the bracket and close the square bracket as well. And we're going to write something here. Responsive text and close the H1 element. So let's add a p tag. P style equals, again, why don't we just copy this? That makes the process way easier. So copy this, paste it here, and for this tag we're gonna have 5% viewport, and let's write resize the browser window to see how the text size scales, and stop. And we're closing the p tag, and let's have another p tag. And we can actually again copy this, and paste it here. Okay, so let's have this 5 as well, and we're going to write use the VW unit when sizing the text. Dot 10 VW will set the size to 10% of the viewport width, and close p tag. Let's have one last paragraph. So again, we can just paste that same style here, or let's not have any, or Yeah, I think it would be better not to have any style to see the difference. That would be useful actually. So viewport is the browser window size 1 VW equals 1% of viewport width if the viewport is 50 centimeter wide, 1 VW is 0.5 centimeter. And let's close this paragraph. And that should do it. We're gonna save this and let's reload our page and see the text size. So as you can see, we have this text here. This was the first header, which was 10 viewports. So this is basically takes 10, each text or each ladder takes 10% of your entire page, width-wise, not the whole page. And the following paragraphs are 5 viewports. And as you can see, the last paragraph, we don't apply any style, so we didn't manipulate the size of the text, and that's the default size. And why don't we minimize our page and see what is the difference? So there you go. As you can see, the text size also minimized, and let's even shrink it even further. So as you can see, it gets even smaller and smaller. It doesn't go any smaller than that, but you get the point. So as you increase the size of your page, the size of your text also increases, which is pretty cool. So imagine if you had this in a bigger screen, you would have way bigger text. And on the other hand, if you had it on a cell phone, it would look smaller. So comparing to what you have on your device. So that's all I wanted to show you guys today, how to manipulate the size of your picture and also switch in between 3 different pictures, as well as changing the size of your text. So that concludes our tutorial for today, and hope to see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for your attention and have a great day.